ASI Computer Systems is committed to constant innovation and improvement that is provided to you through the ASI SmartBooks updates. We've recently made several enhancements to make ASI SmartBooks even more indispensable. This video will review a new enhancement called Import Journal Entries. The option to import journal entries will reduce the need to manually input routine entries. For example, importing a set of journal entries where the amount can vary each month, an example would be utility or telephone bills, importing a set of monthly expenses that are recorded through journal entry and the amount is the same each month, an example would be rent, importing a long list of journal entries sent to you by your outside accountant via a spreadsheet. The setup for this option will start by going to the Tool tab of the ribbon menu. Under the control group and selecting Mappings. Within this mapping menu, a new type called Journal Entry has been added. If we were to select a new mapping, I would select New. We would then give it a name. We'd select our type. We'll select Journal Entry. Now we'll go to Choose File. And we'll select our import file. This gives us mapping to start with. And then when I select the green circle, the question mark, this shows minimal required mapping fields are the account number, debit, and credit, and then our different field information. We're going to review those in a moment. Since we already have one set up, we're going to cancel this new entry. Then we'll select our monthly expenses. My description, I called it monthly general expenses, and our new type labeled journal entry. Creating a mapping will allow you to indicate which columns of a CSV file contain specific journal entry details. This will only need to be created once for the CSV file layout. If the same layout is used each time, this mapping will only need to be created once. If multiple CSV layouts are going to be used, multiple mappings may need to be created. We will now take a look at a sample CSV file layout. Open Excel. Our layout includes account number. We do have an account description, as well as a memo, our debit amount, and our credit amount. Now we'll go back into ASI SmartBooks. The first two columns in the mapping window will show the first two rows of data from the CSV file. Using the first two columns of example data provided in the mapping window indicate which columns of the spreadsheet should populate the fields on the journal entry window. For example, the column containing 960 represents an account number. The column containing online store fees represent a memo. And the column containing 360.45 represent a debit amount, and the column titled credit does not contain a value represents a credit amount. Now the process to import journal entries will be located under the accounting menu. Go into the accounting tab of our ribbon menu and go into our general ledger control group and selecting new. And then we'll select import. The mapping file can be used to import various CSV files with the same layout. Browse and select your import file and click OK. So browse, we'll select our monthly general expenses and then select OK. Adjustments or changes can be made to the entry before or after processing. Please note, if you are using the Profit Loss Cost Center Reporting add-on, Updating is also available to import into cost centers. Once we reviewed, we'll go ahead and process, and this will complete the review of this new enhancement to import journal entries.